welcome back to Haunt the Collect with me, Jace. Now, let me just start off by saying I'm filming this on the day that's sandwiched between my two night shifts. So, I'm a little bit tired. I've not slept well because next door I've got bloody builders in and they've been drilling and hammering all sodding morning. So, I was thinking about doing a video which was talking about the Weta Helms Deep piece that's just been come up for pre-order. I've pre-ordered it incidentally. And I wanted to chat about that briefly anyway and get all of your opinions on it. And then something happened yesterday where I thought, oh, okay, I'm guessing some of you already know what I'm on about. I thought I might discuss that. Well, do you know what? I'm tired enough and annoyed enough and peed off enough to thought, you know what? I'm going to have a little gripey video. So maybe you can tell me in the comment sections if I'm out of order moaning about this. Let me know. But anyway, let's discuss this. Excuse me, I'm so tired, my eyes aren't even opening properly at the moment. Anyway, so first off, as probably all of you are aware, the Helms Deep piece came up for pre-order. Now, prior to yesterday, everyone was blown away by this piece. There was loads of people going to get it, loads of people were interested, but we were all holding back. We were also, well, let's wait until we see the price. The price came out, what was it, £730? No one could believe it. I don't think no one guessed anywhere near that price. No one was that low. Put it in perspective, guys, that's 150 quid more than the Argonath. I said the Argonath was overpriced, didn't I? That shows just how overpriced. So everyone was blown away. I was gobsmacked because I was still sort of, you know, because of space, am I just getting it for the sake of getting it? But when I saw that price, I was like, I can't not get it for that price. It's too good a price. It's too good a piece. Somebody was chatting with me on the channel here. I can't remember who it was. I do apologise, but they were sort of saying, no, I don't know what to get. And I said to them, for me at that price, it's too good of a Weta environment to pass on at £730. It's just too good. They literally came back a few minutes later and said, yeah, I've pre-ordered it, Jace. And so everybody was chuffed. Everybody was happy. Then yesterday, someone who has pointed out faults and inaccuracies before on other Weta pieces put on an extremely long post pointing out inaccuracies on this. Now, before I go into this, I just want to make it absolutely abundantly clear. I admire and respect anyone with the level and the eye and attention to detail that this person has, and not just this person. I know there's others, and there's quite a few in Lord of the Rings I've watched, especially on Lord of the Collections. A couple of guys on there who make props, who see and notice every minute detail. I have nothing but utter admiration and respect for that. I love attention to detail. I watch other YouTube channels where these model makers buy just basic model kits and they build exact miniature replica of the real, whether it be a car or an, it's phenomenal. I love that attention to detail, but there's a fine line between, actually no, bollocks, there isn't. There's a definitive line between useful criticism, critique, pointing out proper errors, genuine errors that could affect or ruin the look of the piece, and being, I can't find a more polite word, being an attention to detail bore. And when this person pointed it out, and again, it's coming from the right place, but it was met with a lot of negativity, because basically what had happened was they had noticed, I mean, it's incredible that they know, because I don't, well, not a sod, I think, in Lord of the Rings collecting had noticed this, but they had. You know where the horn comes down the tower? He had noticed that the base of that horn is level with the roof of the building next to it, whereas in the film it's slightly higher. Oh, and also the pitch of the field was too steep or something. I literally lost interest when I read about the horn. And I mean, when I read that, I'll be brutally honest, my first reaction to that was, oh my God, do you genuinely think anyone cares of something so minuscule as that? I fully appreciate attention to detail. I fully appreciate people want it to be accurate to the film, but I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say that. It's just, it was a huge, great big post, and it was being done in a way where it was, highlighting this was some mega issue. And it wasn't. 99% of people wouldn't have even seen that or didn't care. And even when it was pointed out, don't care. That's abundantly clear. And I couldn't help sit there and think to myself, on one hand, I really appreciate the fact that people notice this, but you've got to see that when it's something so small that doesn't affect anything, because it doesn't, you're draining the fun out of it for everybody else. And that was apparent because it really pissed a lot of people off. So maybe approach it in a different way. Maybe just come along and say, hey, look, I've noticed that it's only a small thing, but I've noticed this. I've mentioned it to Weta. I just wanted to put it out there to you guys just to let you know. Instead of this great big huge thing and it was just, I'm sure most of you saw it anyway. My genuine reaction to that post was one of exasperation. That's what I felt when I read that. To be honest, when I'd read the one on the Weta, on the Argonaut piece, there was a couple of things I thought I had to go and get it and look at it, and I think it was N2 Darkness had messaged me about the one thing, and I got back to him and said, yeah, you're right, mate, it is, and that does look good. I hadn't noticed it. I noticed that the boats were little and shit, but the rest of it I hadn't. But again, with some of the things he pointed out on that, I was like, oh my god, that is just so petty. I'm sorry, but it is. It is so petty. And I can appreciate people who have the skill and the ability to make things that some of you make, and that you notice these things, but there's this line that you cross where you drain the fun out of it for everyone. No one was bothered prior. Everyone was excited about this piece. Everyone was over the moon when the price came out, and then you get this, and it just saps the fun out of it, the enjoyment. It ruins it for people. So people aren't going to appreciate it, especially when it is something that is, no matter how you dress this up, so fundamentally small that no one cares. Am I wrong? Tell me in the comments. Am I wrong? They were on about the 2004 one, which they said was more accurate and recommending people go and get that one instead. Really? Really? Where's that for sale then? Where's there's hundreds of those for sale? And, oh yeah, it'll be a second-hand price, so I'm guessing it's going to be infinitely more than what that one cost, because we all know what Weta second-hand prices are like, especially with environments. And so that, to me, was silly advice to give, personally. I'm saying this out here, this is my personal opinion, to tell people, I recommend you don't buy this, I recommend you go and look for the 2004 one. And get that and probably pay way more for it. It's going to be second-hand. It's years old. Just for what? If they correct this, they might do. If they correct this, we're talking probably a centimetre. That's all it's going to be. Who cares? I mean, genuinely, I'm tired. I get ever so naggy when I'm tired. But tell me, how did any of you saw that? I mean, now that you know, how do you feel about someone picking such tiny, minute inaccuracies? Is it an issue? Do you care? I don't know. I'm tired and I'm rabbiting and I'm a bit naggy, if I'm being honest. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Am I being a bit unfair here? I don't think I am. I'm just telling you how I felt yesterday when I read that. I mean, I went minute, it's petty, and that's how I felt. And that's how I felt, and that's why I'm doing this video. And I just thought I'd ask you lot, maybe get a bit of feedback and let me know what you think. Do you think it's petty? Do you think, no, actually, Jace, I'm glad that someone's there and we get these things. These things have got to be bang, 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 bang on correct. That's fine. That's fine. It's one of those. It's the hobby, isn't it? You know, we've all got different levels of acceptance and all that. We did this before on a previous video. So yeah. In other news, I have got. Those nails have come. They came today, and being as the guy next door was banging and hammering away, I thought I'd go and do some. So I'll put some images up now. So I've put me Morgul blade with me 1-1 Nazgul bust. Let me know what you think. How do you think that looks? Do you see what I mean? I don't know if you can see on the picture. I got these they're like ones you crucify someone with. Do you know what I mean? I can't think what the correct name for them is, but I thought they looked ace with that knife. They looked like the real thing. So I'm really, really chuffed about that. Thank you to everyone who has sent me all those questions in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thread them questions into the coming videos over the next couple of weeks as we wind down towards the end of the year. I can tell you now, to the people who asked, yes, I will be doing an end of year room tour. Yes, I will be doing an end of year recap of all the pieces I've had in this year, and I'll put them in the order that I like them, blah de blah de blah. So yes, I will be doing those videos, and what I will do with them videos as well, guys, I'll incorporate some of them questions as I go. So I'll slot all those questions into the coming videos and respond to them. But thank you to everyone who sent me them questions. If any of you others have got any questions, it's go in the community section. You can see it's scroll down a little bit. It's there, and just stick your questions in there, and I will get to all of them. So thank you for that. To wrap this one up, if you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button. Really helps. Really helps. One click and it helps mega. As does subscribing. If you haven't done that, please consider clicking the subscribe button. We're going to go now and chill for. I've got to go to work in 3 hours, so I might see if I can go back to bed. Now he's stopped hammering and banging next door. Right, I'll catch you all on the next video. Take care of yourselves, have a great week, and I'll speak to you soon. Ta-ra.